Ole has been sacked. Yes, it's confirmed. Do you know, Manchester United earlier this morning, they came out with a statement saying thank you for what you've done to the club. You'll always be a legend. That Michael Carrick will take his place, and I just want to say thank you so much to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Although he's had horrible form recently, he will forever be a Manchester United legend. I mean, let's not get that wrong, you know. Whether it's the iconic moment in 1999 when he scored the winning last-minute goal to take Manchester United to Champions League glory.
Into Sheringham.
Or when he was a caretaker manager, when he did that absolute shock knockout win against PSG. All the odds were against him, but he did it. That moment does really give me shivers to this day, and I think it's pretty fair to say he's had some great moments. I've always been an Ole, and I'm not the type of guy to change my mind on what other people are saying, but the sacking of him was definitely worthy. And I do kind of feel bad for the guy, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, Donny van de Beek, probably if he actually played Donny van de Beek and made some other couple changes in the squad, he'd probably still have his job. I mean, also, bit of a funny coincidence how the last goal we score in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign is by Donny van de Beek. Who would have said that to happen? I do actually really hope that Donny van de Beek can stay at the club, just settle down a bit. I hope that Michael Carrick and the next proper manager can actually be playing him properly, because whenever I've actually seen him, he has been better than Fred, in my opinion. I mean, he hasn't even played that much, but from what I've seen of him, he's been better than Fred. And it's the same type of thing for Sancho. Do you know, he's been getting game time, although he's been struggling a bit recently, and it's never nice to move to a club and have to work really hard because you're struggling a lot. So I hope Mike Carrick and the next manager make it a bit more easier for him. I could make a case how the really hard run of games that we are going to still play and that we were in the last couple of games could be the reason why I sacked, but honestly it's not. I mean, it was a couple of games before that as well, and I mean the scores, they have not been good enough. And then again, I want to talk about performances as well. A lot of people I've talked to who are Manchester United fans, they are not happy, and I think the fact that we're playing so bad in the first half and then we get it together sort of like at the 70th minute, that's been an ongoing thing, and I really don't think that's good enough. We've got to be playing better than the other team throughout the whole 90. We are Manchester United and we're not doing enough. The players are not doing enough. The manager's not doing enough to, you know, solidify the fact that we are actually the best team in Europe. But then again, what did we expect? I mean, none of us really thought Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when he came in as caretaker manager, would be the permanent manager. I mean, go past two clubs, Mulder, I don't even know what country they're in, and then he was with Cardiff and he got relegated in his one season and then got sacked. Do you know what I mean? But he's always been a morale booster. He's always been the nice guy in the dressing room. He's always been the guy who, you know, develops players. He's not the guy to take them to the next level, to take a team to the next level, because he's just tactically not that smart. He knows how to pull off a win, but he won't do it for the whole season that will lead us to a Premier League title. Because, I mean, last season, I think it was like 14 to 17 games in, we were first in the table, and then look how much we lost the title by from Manchester City. So it's not that we're inconsistent, it's just that, you know, he's just tactically not smart enough to keep the same player playing a really high level throughout the whole entire season. As the title does say, it's thank you, Ole, and I genuinely do mean that. You know, as a player and as a manager, you continue to impress me, and I just want to say thank you so much. I mean, he's not watching it, but now that we've heard the news that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is sacked, everyone's sort of realising maybe I was a bit too harsh. I mean, I was looking through the comments on Instagram posts, Manchester United, Ole out, Ole out, Ole out, get him out of the club. I think it's a bit disgraceful, you know. The admin's not really going to be having any power over Ole. But at the end of the day, we had to do what we had to do, and 99% of the Manchester United fans want Ole out, and they've got their dream, which is having Ole sacked, and we could potentially get an even better manager. You know, there's players, not players, there's managers in the running, like Rodgers, do not want him. Graham Potter is another one. Zidane, I don't think so. I think he'd only go to the France national team. And Eric Ten Hag, who I personally do want, you know, he was a manager of that absolute class Champions League run. You know, develop players like De Ligt, De Jong, and Van der Beek. Would be good with Sancho. Would give Van der Beek sort of tiers to go into the next level. But enough about managers. This is about Ole, and thank you very much. I'm so grateful for what he's done to the club. I mean, guys, look back at when he first came at the club. Who did we have? Oh, crikey. Fellaini, Darmian, Lukaku, Sanchez, Phil Jones. Do you know what I mean? Chris Smalling, Fellaini, Young. Oh my god. He's changed our team, and I'm so happy that I'm thankful that they made him permanent manager, because he's replaced those players with players like Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho, Donny van der Beek, Wan-Bissaka. Who else? Fernandes as well. They were all signings by Ole, and there's a couple more. You know, Dan James, I've got to give him a bit of credit. Harry Maguire has not been good this season, but last season he was very class, so I hope he sort of regains his form a bit. I hope that the replacement can fill his really, really big boots and, you know, continue adding more and more soul to the club, because, I mean, we got Ronaldo back. What a moment. We need to start making signings like this in different positions, left, right and centre. So, yeah, I do hope his replacement can fill his big boots. Hope he can add more soul to the club. I hope the manager can improve us. I really need a trophy. We haven't even got a trophy in so long. It doesn't feel very good. Please, the next manager, I'm begging you, get us a trophy. And one last thing. Please, Glazers, you've done enough to wreck our club. Do not give Brendan Rodgers the manager role. Please.